Nestled in the back of a business park in Upland, California, sits the Art Box Studio. This cozy, creative space is the working studio and gallery of artist Sylvia Megerdichian. Sylvia is a well-known artist and respected member of the National Watercolor Society. Since she opened it in 1993, Sylvia has hosted many famous artists to teach workshops at the Art Box. These special events, usually held only twice a year, have become very popular. The long list of names includes the renowned watercolorist Milford Zornes. Zornes, who painted until he was 100 years old, lived nearby and was Sylvia's friend and mentor. He was a guest teacher at her Art Box workshops many times. Besides Zornes' artwork, which decorates both Sylvia's studio and home, Sylvia has many mementos from Milford. And Sylvia works at the overhead demonstration table owned by Milford Zornes until he died at age 100. Mondays are a special day at the Art Box Studio. It's the day that all the artists of all different skill levels gather for an open studio session under Sylvia Megerdichian's tutelage.
Nobody's asked me that question. Why am I here? Why am I here? Well, I'll tell you, this thing with the Art Box, as I think I told you last time when we were talking, just came about. I rented the studio to do my own work. And then some people heard about it and said, may we come and paint there? And I said, sure, but I won't be teaching. But then I started teaching in my own way. So, which is I want each person to grow as much as they can as an artist.
Before everyone gets to work, it's important to Sylvia that she create a nurturing atmosphere for all the participants.
Everybody think about it to yourself. Why am I bothering to make artwork? This person says to give form to an idea, to create something unique, to have a focus for all my life experiences and observations. Yep. To create a sense of balance, harmony, and order in a chaotic life. We really need to do art these days, and you guys know what I'm talking about. To reveal things that couldn't be seen in any other way. That's why I do art. To be good to my gift. If I don't create these paintings, nobody's going to do it for me. True? Have you thought why you do art for yourself? The idea is, and the question I ask you every Monday as you come in, what am I going to paint? Same question to myself. Well, I'm going to do women dual faces. How am I going to paint it? Watercolor and ink. Then I'm going to talk about, am I going to use intensity? Am I going to use hue? Is it going to be full of color? So I'll do color. Am I going to have value? Well, probably, because we're going to use ink, right? So there'll be some value, but the painting will not be about, the first painting actually will not be about that. That's all the planning I do. I don't do a sketch, I don't do a value sketch, because for me, not for anybody else, for me, after I do all that, I'm done with the painting. I really have nothing else to say if I'm doing all that. This I've kept with me for a long, long time, and I keep saying it. And this is something Topher always talks about, and it's Jasper John's saying, and it's the best way to do art. Take something, do something with it, and then do something else with it. That's all you have to do.
Then Sylvia does a demonstration of her work to share and demystify her own artistic approach.
See, if I put the green or the blue, it'll pop. It's not that it won't pop, but then the eye doesn't know where to go. It's going on two sides of the color wheel. So let's try something closer.
More yellow.
Let's do more yellow, but we can do a real, a yellow-green. Let's see a yellow-green. How about the yellow-green and see if this works?
Sylvia does not consider her weekly demonstration as pure instruction because she always encourages her students to find their own style and artistic voice.
Which is right there. So people say watercolor is hard, and you guys know it isn't. Karen, did you know? Karen number 2, did you know it's not hard? You can do anything you want with your watercolor to make it work. You really can.
I agree with what everyone has said about what a lovely teacher Sylvia is, but I think she's quite unique. She doesn't say, do it like I do it. And I've been taught by other people who have their way of doing it, and if you don't do it that way, you fall short. Now, I would give my all to be able to do it like Sylvia does it. I will never be able to, but I appreciate the fact that she doesn't say, oh, you're not doing it this way or you're not doing it that way, and I find that a beautiful way to teach.
More of the neutral, but it's not done, of course, and I'll go back and fix it and bring some nice intense colors in an area or two. Okay?
Thank you.
Now you guys go do your own thing. If you brought
Although
ink,
everyone works on their own paintings, there is a great sense of sharing and support among Sylvia's students.
Since I've been coming to Sylvia's, I appreciate the community of artists that she fosters, that there's a camaraderie that's most appreciated, as well as her instructions for us when it comes along. But she seems to be able to look at each individual's art and let that person go in her own direction.
And Sylvia has just kind of opened up a whole new world to me in regards to painting. I have never really painted before, and she's just added so much to my life. I enjoy it. I enjoy the camaraderie here, and I really am thankful that she's here and she's teaching, and she doesn't have to be, and she is. So it's nice that she's offering her expertise to us.
if you take this photograph and think less of perspective, like so, see?
Yeah.
If you do this, is it about the road or is it about the trees?
It's going to be about the trees.
Then we want less road,
Okay.
okay? So if you cut it off like so,
Okay.
watch this. Is that a better composition?
It is. So you mean cut the whole painting off there?
Just on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They're much better. I'm Kathy, and one of the main things that I get from the class is we do a critique with each class. So after we've all had a chance to paint, we'll put the paintings up, and everybody will give you advice or opinions or suggestions. And Sylvia creates an atmosphere that's very, very non-threatening. So it's easy to accept what people are saying and hear them. So that's one of the nice things I like about Sylvia's class.
First of all, I always tell them there is no competition amongst us. Everybody does their own art in their own way, so you can't compete with your friend. And even when they are in a competition together, in an art show together, and one of them gets a big prize or the second person gets a wonderful big prize, they all know that we support them. And we're so happy for them because it's just like we all won when one of us wins.
As the artist participants work on their individual projects, Sylvia makes the rounds, talking one-on-one with each person. She offers encouragement, ideas, and positive critique.
Dan, I am doing a mountain, a bunch of rocks.
Rocks. So we're starting with color of neutrals.
Well, yeah, it's
Or
kind of semi-neutral, but
semi-neutral.
it's got my usual bright.
Okay. Okay. Can you pass on to Maureen? Oh, Maureen started the painting and she's almost finished. Why not?
Yeah, I thought I'd just kind of calligraphy it up because it's that intense.
Like this? Would that work better?
What I appreciate most is that Sylvia works with each one of us
Yes.
and asks us what we're trying to do. It helps us to figure out how to do that. And I came in here using a different medium, and I'm trying to figure out even which medium works, and she's helping me with that. And she just brought me over some pencils to borrow, so, I appreciate that so much. Every weekend, every Monday I learn something new.
Karen. Ah. Let me see. Let me see you. Nice.
She just is amazing. She never
going to
criticizes meanly. She's always constructive and always encouraging, and it's been a wonderful experience for me.
And I feel very fortunate and blessed to have her as a mentor and teacher. And I especially have such admiration for her amazing perception. She could look at my painting and tell me some additions here, there, subtractions, and I'm just in admiration how she could see that, where I'm just blind to that.
You can do it. You can draw with your eyes closed.
Yeah, I've been with Sylvia since 2001, so I'm not a newbie, but I feel like I am. I've always wanted to do portraits, and she's helped me along that line, and she's been a real inspiration for all of us.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm actually pretty new to watercolor. Sylvia started me on it. When I came here, I was an acrylic painter,
Okay.
and so she decided to start me off on watercolor. I'm having a good time with it.
Sylvia is magic. I've seen her work with newcomers who have very little painting skill or drawing skill, and the next time you turn around and look, they're doing beautiful paintings. And I don't know how she does it, because I'm a retired teacher, art teacher, and I don't know how she makes these people into master painters. I really don't. It's hard work.
Darker shape
Okay.
behind to
Okay.
connect.
Right.
To connect. And then make one less important than the other.
Okay. I have been coming for about a year, and I can certainly see the progress that I have made. Sylvia is always right spot on when she gives you a critique of what you need to do to make it better.
I'm the newest chick in the nest, and so I was attracted to Sylvia's art and had purchased several of her pieces, and that's how I found out about her studio. And it was just a very timely thing for me because it was something I wanted to explore for myself, my kind of artistic side, I guess. So I'm enjoying very much taking the time aside to just be in the moment with my art and develop that part of myself. So she's been a wonderful instructor, guide in that process. So.
Why not? Why not?
So, this is an old
Good
sketch,
start.
but I'll just
Good start. Making sure that this side of the vase and that side of the vase
start.
is not the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
I've been coming
So mess
to
it up.
Sylvia's for 15 years, I think. And I used it for therapy, and it's addictive. She is a true teacher, mentor, and just helps us to grow, I think, and find our own hand style.
You do something,
I know.
and you do something else to it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ken. I've been painting since 2000. The reason I paint is because I'm not an athlete and I'm disabled. And painting takes me into a non-pain mode.
2 minutes? Okay, I'm timing you now.
Whatever their reason for coming to the Art Box every Monday, and no matter how long they've been coming, all Sylvia's students become her friends and appreciate her unique style of teaching.
Oh, Sylvia's an inspiration to me. I took a workshop here several years ago and fell in love with her directness, her willingness to let you do your own thing and make suggestions rather than taking over for you. And she's addictive. Sylvia makes me love Tuesdays. This is Monday, but I get so inspired on Mondays that I go home and paint all day on Tuesday, and I do so much better than I usually do. So she makes me love Tuesday.
What do I want for my friends is to grow as painters and be inspired and spread the word. And this is what Milford said. I learned a lot from Milford. You be humble, he said. You paint and you teach and you spread the word. And that's what I'm trying to do.